Look at the fucking Pelicans, man.
You know what?
Pelicans.
You know what James Gunn is? He's a hustler.
Hassa.
You know what a hustler is?
It's a pig that don't fly straight. I tell that guy he stay away from my sister Gina. Okay, I tell him one more time.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Bro, we gotta have you guys come back. This has been too good. You guys gotta come back. Like 100%.
Charles, where are you, Charles? Why would you?
Charles is gonna be pissed, right? He's gonna be yelling at his wife. He's gonna just apologize, Mrs. Austin. Just forgive us.
Oh my gosh. All right. Where are we? Let's get back on track here. Yes, the
haircut. That's why we're wearing shades tonight, boys, because we had a freaking great week as Snyder fans. Everybody in the chat, there's 57 people in the chat right now. Are we not Zack Snyder fans?
Ow.
Ooh. Ow. Yes, we are. Damn right.
What about Ghost fans?
Excuse me?
Crickets?
What?
Okay.
There we go. Ow. There you go. That's what I want to hear. Exactly. Ow. Okay, so we had 2 trending events this week. And I am very proud of all of you fans, all of you guys, because we were united. Let me put that again, guys. United as a fucking community, as a fandom, as DC fans. It didn't matter what hashtag you chose. It doesn't matter. What matters, you keep the fucking conversation going about Snyderverse. That's what it's all about. Shout out to Zack Snyder, Soul Movement, Skywalker the Jedi, and Apex Leon of the New Geeks, and the Cool Table for organizing the release, the Ayer cut on Netflix. And those boys actually got a surprise from Mr. David Ayer himself.
Ooh.
Because the day that we started trending, Mr. David Ayer graced us with his presence. Cut the bullshit. He said, fuck it. Release the goddamn Ayer cut.
He's on board. He's on board 100%, man. And it's nice to see. It is nice to see because, he's had this history of, jumping on the bandwagon, jumping off, jumping back on. But it's nice to see, it looks like he's committed. It seems like he wants this now. And it's time. It's fucking time, man. We see what's happening with the DCU. We see the direction that it's going. The fact of the matter is this event outtrended anything that when it came to Creature Commandos this week. We outshined everything they're trying to do with the DCU right now with this event. Okay? We forced the trades to talk about this event, which we're going to highlight a little bit later.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yep.
But that's what it's about. It's about keeping the conversation going. And I have to agree with Phil. Hashtag what you want. It doesn't matter what you hashtag. You want to hashtag release the Ayer cut on Netflix? Do it. You want to hashtag release the Ayer cut? Do it. The whole thing is that we keep the conversation going. We keep talking about Snyderverse. We keep poking the bear, and eventually the bear has to respond.
Dude, even David Ayer's wife.
Yep.
When have you seen that?
Yep.
When have you seen a celebrity, not counting Zach and Debbie, okay, let's leave that aside. When have you heard a celebrity's spouse supporting this? This was again, I'm so proud of all of you guys. And listen, there's more of us than of them. And yes, they have money. They have fucking bot accounts and farms. But not to get political, but we had an election this year, and pretty much legacy media is
dead. We are the media now. All these podcasts, all these streamers, man, these influencers, social media. We are the media. We bring the truth. They can't stop it anymore. Everybody's got a camera in their pocket. What can they do? The second they lie, we expose them. It is what it is. We're the new media.
To make DC great again. Time to make DC. I love it, Leo.
No, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Boy, Leo. This is the thing about James Gunn. He's a very weird individual. I would never be in a movie with him, but personally, I just gotta say, Leo, when you said that made me really happy. You're a good American.
Canadian. I'm a Canadian, bro.
Well, hey, in a few months, it's going to be the 51st state, so you're American anyways, buddy. So now, Leo, if you don't mind, I would like to turn it over to my health director, Robert Kennedy Jr. Where are you, Kenny? I love him. I love Robbie.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about that. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get Superman healthy again. We just want to see Superman be healthy again, and I think that we are on the right track. Muscles the David Cornsway. But that's what I think about that.
Oh God, I'm in tears.
Robbie, would you like the Big Mac? I can bring the Big Mac over. We'll make it
James Gunn probably needs a lot of seed oils.
Oh God.
A lot of seed oils.
You guys are gonna get us in so much trouble with Charles.
But hey, you're absolutely right. I mean, there was that post the other day where who was it that wrote a bogus headline about Zack Snyder's recent interview, and already
IGN,
and they got community noted. Yep,
we were missing rocks. That was the one.
Sorry, that's why we got the brothers here, man. They're keeping us on track.
I mean,
man,
it's true. There is a change, regardless of your political affiliation. Corey and I like to have fun and joke about it, but
listen,
change.
It doesn't matter.
Of the viewers.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, listen, it doesn't matter the politics. People voted. That's the outcome. Elections have consequences. You accept it. We move on. Period.
But regardless of that, Phil, it's like I understand where the brothers are coming from because you could see the correlation. You know what I mean? You could see the correlation from that to how the media tries to influence everything. And it doesn't matter if it's true, if it's not true. They get paid to say what they have to say, and they just say it.
Right.
Now that we are a conscious society, it's our job to expose that shit. And on our front, it's our job to expose that shit in this fandom, in this world, in the DC universe. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand with it.
Yeah.
So it was a Wired interview where Zach was talking about the AI, and IGN started spinning his words, which, again, dying media. And that's why all the lurkers, because we got some lurkers, let's face it, we got lurkers in here that are of the agenda of the gun side of things. That's fine. Listen, you guys can keep trying and comment and attack us and viciously insult us on our tweets, because I've gotten attacked viciously this week because I know I'm pissing off a lot of people, especially Gunn, because I've been at him a lot. I know that. But here's the thing. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I don't want to be talking about James Gunn every fucking day, but unfortunately, I don't have a choice because he's the fucking CEO of my favorite fucking IP. So I have no choice.
Preach.
One thing that has been really interesting, because Zod gave us shit, it's like, hey, you really shouldn't call yourself the Batch anymore because you haven't been talking too much DC. And part of it is just like, DC is such a negative space, and really it's the direction it's heading in. It's content not for me anymore. And so, we've been talking about other stuff that really makes us happy, like Godzilla, Jurassic Park. But one of the funny things is about being a part of, multiple communities and entertainment like the Godzilla community is I did an interview with some guys, and they were talking about James Gunn and how they really liked his stuff. And here's what I always say: to each their own. If you like what Gunn is doing, hey, great. If you don't like it, that's fine too. But here's the thing: if Gunn is in a tough position, if you're going to be honest with him about it, right? Like, this is not me coming out hating Gunn. I tend not to like his content. The only thing I've ever liked that he did was the very first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Don't even like that.
Yeah, right. I mean, to me, it was just one of those things where I thought it was the end of Marvel and like superhero films in general. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's not bad. Then I saw the second one, I was like, we're back to shit.
Because he tried to oust credit from someone else who wrote the script.
Someone else did the work right on that first one. But I just say, like, Gunn is in a tough position because he's really going to have to knock it out of the park. He's going to have to like make $1 billion. He's going to have to do what the studio wanted to happen with BVS. It had to be an instant $1 billion, right? Man of Steel had to be an instant $1 billion. If it's not $1 billion, guess what, James Gunn? You failed and your studio's dead on the right. You know,
that's what I've been saying. It has to make a bill. If it doesn't make a bill, it doesn't justify this reboot.
The shills like fucking John Campia, who dresses up as Peacemaker, and we know why he dressed up as Peacemaker, but we'll leave that. It's not our story to tell, but we know why. Thank you, Sin Havoc. Yep, Nicole Perlman. That was Nicole Perlman's script for Guardians.
That's right.
And he's already saying it doesn't matter if Superman fails.
Of course it matters.
Because it's the first. No. But I'm saying.
I know what he's saying. I'm just reviewing it. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he can say whatever. But he's and that's something also I laid out when I joined the space on Thursday with Sky and Leon. Shout out to you guys again for Zack Snyder Soul Movement. That, mind you guys, be aware that we've seen this playbook many fucking times because they have no other fucking playbook. It's always the same one. Hey, contact our guys here in the reporting business here. Okay, you got to talk about this. You got to say that. Don't mention this. Don't ask us about that. Superman, it doesn't matter if it's a failure. It has to at least get up and running. And the second movie, it doesn't matter if it's a failure because you're building. We're building it. Fuck you. No. If the audience does not support it, it's a fail. Now, one thing that Warner Bros. Needs to get their ass off is, every movie has to be a billion. Or not. It has to. It's a failure. No. So you're telling me that every fucking movie that you make has to make a billion. Okay, so why didn't you give shit to Chris Nolan when Batman Begins was not $1 billion film and you still greenlit his sequels? Explain that to me. You know, it's all bullshit. But anywho, when it comes to the Ayer Cut campaign, so yes. But
real quick, before you go on, I will say though that
go ahead.
This movie needs to make $1 billion. If I don't care what anybody says, if this movie doesn't make $1 billion, especially because they never afforded us as Snyder fans this luxury of cutting them slack. You get what I'm saying here?
Right.
You know, Batman v Superman made just shy of $1 billion, and there's still
if they didn't take it out of China.
Exactly, and there's still shills out there today that say, "Well, Batman v Superman need to make $1 billion." No, that's right there. It's like,
please say that again. Like what? 750 million.
I love you, Leo.
But yeah, I'm not going to give them that luxury. No, you want this movie to succeed needs to make $1 billion because it has to justify this whole fucking reboot.
Yeah, and all honesty, think about this. It has to make $1 billion, and yet
what?
Superman Legacy is
no. Look at what
$500 million. Well, then they're screwed. $1 billion is not going to be enough, anyways. $1 billion will be just about a little over break-even point. So, with the marketing costs, because they're going to have to do a shit ton of marketing to try to convince people to see this because of the last few DC movies.
Yeah,
but the release,
they're going to have to pay me $1 million if you want me to watch Superman the day and go into a screening. And no, thank you.
But
I will watch it
competition that Superman Legacy is going to go under
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Yeah,
and
all the Jurassic World
Dan. Don't forget One Punch Dan.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
And not only that, the Smurfs freaking movie that tend to do well. You
Yeah,
know?
the kids love that stuff, man. So,
They
you know,
do. So
I'm right there with you,
think
man.
about the challenge that Superman Legacy. Good luck. Good luck, buddy. They're going to guaranteed, because of this reshoot that he doesn't like to call a reshoot that's happening, they might push this film back. They might make it a March
And he
movie, or,
said,
you know,
"No, I don't do reshoots. Everything I'm very methodical, I'm very organized. I'm ready to go." Yeah. Go fuck
Okay.
yourself.
So what the fuck
Good
are
luck,
we
buddy.
doing here?